unfortunate. In Karnataka, only the IT sector enjoys this preferential treatment. It was introduced at a time when IT was a sunrise sector in need of flexible rules to power growth and muster scale. That no longer is the case. IT services account for over a third of India's exports pie and more than 76% in Karnataka's case. At last count, India's $181 billion IT and ITES industry employed nearly 3.7 million people and had a 55% share of the global services outsourcing market. Clearly, the industry is not a cluster of startups. It can easily rub shoulders with manufacturing or similar sectors where unions are present. The Tribune, in its editorial title, Hope for Make in India, says, almost a year after the Ministry of Defence okayed guidelines for implementing the Strategic Partnership Model policy, under which foreign companies can tie up with Indian firms to produce military equipment locally, US military aviation leader Lockheed Martin has said it would make F-21 fighter jets in India. The policy on strategic collaboration had been approved in May 2017 and was made part of the defence procurement procedure, but the MOD took its time finalising the norms. The new Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has already directed the top brass of the ministry to seek indigenous solutions as far as possible to meet the armed forces requirements. The opportunity should be grabbed with both hands by the beleaguered Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL), a Navratna defence public sector undertaking. The strategic partnership model holds the key to India's efforts to join the League of Nations producing world-class military equipment. Foreign companies that transfer niche technology and provide for higher indigenous content should be given the promised incentives. Red tape should not come in the way of indigenization and modernization. It's high time India's aerospace industry takes a giant leap with the help of global giants. The Financial Express, in its editorial title, Samuel Moss, Are You Listening?, writes, the Great Indian Bustard GIB is on the verge of being declared functionally extinct. Its numbers have now dwindled to just 150, falling by hundreds since 2011. The GIB at present is native to just two Indian states, Rajasthan and Gujarat. In Gujarat, the last surviving sub-adult male flew away this year, which means a complete collapse of the bird's feeble presence in the state is imminent. The Thar Desert and the grasslands had been home to these birds for years now. However, a lack of political will on the part of the state's administration and development projects like windmills and power lines have caused the avian species to teeter on the edge of extinction. The centre's push to conserve the bird came only after the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) categorized the bird as critically endangered in July 2013. But the conservation efforts never took off and development is proving to be the last straw. No efforts have been made to conserve the grasslands, the natural habitat of GIBs, nor has there been an effort to put the power transmission lines underground to prevent bird collision. Flying into power transmission lines and windmills is a major factor behind the bustard's decline. Ex situ conservation to increase the numbers of the endangered species has been attempted and the tips of the blades of wind turbines have been colored to make them visible to the birds at night. But there is a great deal of uncertainty over the results of such efforts. Another issue to which there is no easy solution in sight is the fact that farmers have successfully caused locust infestations to crash, and locusts and grasshoppers are an essential part of the bustard's diet. Also, many bird deaths have occurred due to the bustards eating locusts killed by pesticides. With one of the fastest mass extinctions in the history of the planet underway, the bustard faces a slim chance against the march of agriculture and development. The Hindu, in its editorial title, Unconscionable Switch, says, Telangana Assembly Speaker Pocharan Srinivas Reddy's decision to endorse the merger of a 12-member group of legislators from the Congress with the ruling Telangana Rashtra Samiti may be technically justified under the 10th schedule of the Constitution. They constitute the requisite two-thirds of the 18-member Congress legislature party. But this orchestrated decimation of the opposition in the 120-member legislature does not bode well. With this, the TRS's strength has gone up to 103. It had won 88 seats in the 2018 elections, but 3 MLAs, an independent and one each from the Telugu Desam Party and the All India Forward Bloc, defected to its fold recently. These actions seemed aimed to reduce the opposition's ability to act as a check. Defections are not uncommon despite the stringent conditions of the anti-defection law. But coming so soon after the assembly elections and devoid of a point of principle, they raise disturbing questions about the ideological and programmatic cohesiveness of the Congress.